before we dive in, please smash that like button and hit subscribe. Your support means a lot. I had a range of feelings visiting a pet shop this week, and a kind of meditation moment resulted in an old question sprouting from an interesting discourse with a member of staff. Coming through the door of the shop, I returned the greeting of a young gentleman staff member. Call me harsh, but there was something new jobbish about the speed with which he sourced the 2 goldfish I requested. Except, that wasn't all of it. No, something extra that caught me unawares. As he made his way slowly back to the tank where the goldfish were, I saw his first moment of something to hide-ness and the subsequent. What size tank have you? Just a container for my daughter, I answered in truth, hands indicating a more than modest 10 inches long. His feeling that it was important to have regard to the well-being of the pets was a first. I had to admire his take on what had for so long been a heartless exercise. What a bizarre coincidence, coming across this the same week I penned a blog entry about the deep ethical dilemmas of pet ownership. My heartfelt thoughts about how rare it is that a civil exchange between real people, ones not looking for a fight, can be had to delve into and around such critical issues. He had me almost convinced. Almost, that is, until he said to show him the tank before the fish bag is handed over. Well, that blew the whole thing, I concluded. There wasn't any doubt that the young man was being utterly sincere, but it wasn't exactly the way you could ask everyone to show their tank first, I remember wondering. As someone having navigated life in a different era, particularly in charity work, I respected the gentleman though, especially in a world where values are often overshadowed by financial considerations. However, my respect for his judgment began to wane as I followed him to the row of cups, each imprisoning a bed of fish and labeled with a price. He explained that separating them was necessary to prevent aggression, a point upon which I had to defer, but the extremity of each fish's confinement screamed overkill for however many hours the store would be open that day. Overkill, I thought, was a curious term for a practice that was far from unusual to this store or any other. More than anything, the crowded conditions raised questions about the alignment of such practices with the staff's professed values. My inner dialogue raged on. I could not help but wonder, were these ethical values personal, or did they reflect corporate policies? If compassionate ethics is the prepended statement, isn't the initial removal of exotic pets from their natural environments and their potential impact on the local environment more vibrant considerations? As I left the door, my heart was a blend of gratitude, appreciation for one employee's dedication, and a lingering quandary of the existence of the pet industry. I departed with the hope that the sincerity displayed was genuine, yet with an underlying curiosity about the overall commitment to ethical pet care, and whether other assumptions were influencing the staff's decision not to sell me the fish.